Canadian Ball Hockey National Championships. We're starting this morning with a game between the Vancouver Selects and the Vancouver Falcons and the Manitoba Selects. This is the second day of the tournament. Both teams just warming up now. The game should be underway in just under 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us this morning on YouTube. Looks like the Falcons are going to start Tyler Couture in goal, whereas Manitoba is currently training number 60, who is Pat Ross, their starter. We can only assume they're going to go with their starters, but we won't know until the game starts. Both teams should be looking eager to make a big impression today to strike fear into the hearts of their opponents. Both teams appear very focused on their respective sides of the rink. No jibber-jabber between any players, which I've called a few games in my time, and I've seen quite a bit of chirping before games. Both teams also played yesterday. Vancouver against the Newfoundland Black Horse, and Manitoba against the Calgary Phantoms. If you're currently trying to tune into our stream of the Saskatchewan Buffalo versus the Toronto Metro Orangemen, unfortunately you may be noticing some technical difficulties. We are doing everything we can to get that game up and running, and I will keep you posted. Both teams going into their coaches now to do some last-minute strategizing before the ball drops. And there's the buzzer. Both teams will have their starting lineups out now before the start of this game. Looks like Max Desjardins will get the start for Manitoba in this game, whereas the nod for the Falcons goes to Tyler Couture, as predicted earlier, and national anthem will be underway any moment now. with that, both teams will take their starting positions as the ball will drop any second now to begin the second day of the Canadian Ball Hockey Association's Nationals. This game for Men's A. Ball is dropped. It looks like Vancouver wins it back to their side. Passes it over between the D. Looks to shoot it up the side to the center ice, or center rink. It goes behind the net. Manitoba rings it around trying to get control, passes it back, but Vancouver are putting on a hard forecheck. Manitoba gets it back, runs around, shoots it up. They take control of it. They manage to get it out to center ice, try and break in. Looks like they're held off at the blue line just barely, but they pass it across the D. They break in now. Trapped at the blue line, they go outside. Vancouver almost picks it up, but Manitoba maintains control, but it's shot back down to their end of the rink. 13 carries it up for Manitoba, gets around, he's in alone, but he's tripped. No call on the play as he passes it back, but Vancouver takes control. They play it behind their own net, looking for a passing lane, but as the two sides finish their line changes. 44 for Vancouver, rings it around to 89, who rings it up the ice. They get it out to the blue line, get it out to center ice, but the ball hops the stick. Manitoba looking to break in now. Manitoba is in 89, calling for a pass. It doesn't come, and it goes all the way back to Vancouver, who now have a 2-on-2. Even man rush to try to hop it over a stick, but it's gloved down. Manitoba back in. No shots yet in this game. Ball hops a stick. Manitoba maintains control. Shoots it across. 89 gets the pass he was waiting for earlier, but can't get a shot off. 89. Oh. Manitoba thought they had scored, but it's a no goal as the ref waves it off. It never crossed the line. Vancouver tries to take control, but Manitoba has their head clearly planted in this game as they shoot the ball in up off the glass. Vancouver regains control, but they're still trapped in their own end. Let's see if they can break out now. And Vancouver ices it for the first time in this game. Face-off in Vancouver's zone. Ball is dropped. Manitoba gets control. The Selects look to get another shot off. No official shots on goal according to our scoreboard. Manitoba rings it around, hops a stick and a leg as Vancouver takes control, shoots it up. 65 looks around, trying to find the passing lane, but two Selects are keeping him in his zone. He gets it to center ice. The assistant captain for Vancouver loses it to number 20 off the Selects. The assistant captain gets it away, shoots it up. 14 is in for the Falcons. Shoots it across, and the goalie will cover. Desjardins making the first save for the Selects on the morning. Manitoba wins another face-off as they try and get it around, but the Vancouver Falcons are putting on a very hard forecheck now. They're tired of being in their own zone, and they don't want to be pushed back this early into their first real attack of the game. They shoot it across to no one in particular, but it makes it to another Falcon. Gets it back to 39, who slaps it in, and off the post. Oh, man, on their first, what could have been their first shot of the night, they could have scored. I say night, obviously it is just past 9 in the morning. 39 gets it back behind the Falcons net for his team, trying to find a passing lane up the rink. Looking around with it. Shoots it up. Will this one go for icing? No, it won't, as it's contested at the red line. The Selects get it up to 23, who shoots it in off the backboards. The Falcons regain control as the Selects finish a line change. Falcons number 67 shoots it up to 12. Turns with it, looks for a passing lane, shoots it in on net, gets it into number 67, tries to shoot it in, but Selects get it away from him. Get it up to number 16, who faces number 3 for the Falcons now. Ball rolls all the way back and goes for icing. That no-touch icing can really bite you if you're not paying attention. So the face-off will come inside the Select zone. With 15:45 left to go, shots on goal are tied at 2, but this game is scoreless. Ball is down. Looks like the Selects might win another face-off. No, it goes Vancouver's way, and they get a shot just wide, but the Selects pick it up behind their net and try and get it up. But Vancouver, again, with the very stiff forecheck, perhaps overcommitting as they only have one man back. The Selects get around it. Shot on goal, saved by the Tyler Couture. Contention for the puck in Vancouver zone. Looks like they come away with it, but only back to the blue line as Manitoba shoots it back in. Near side corner battle for it. Oh, ball is up in the air, and Manitoba gets the first goal of the night. Batted in. I'm not sure if 89 shot it in, it went off the stick, or if it was batted in front. But if so, Dustin Kelly could have scored the first goal of the night for Manitoba. And this game is now 1-0 with the visitors all the way from Manitoba leading the Vancouver Falcons by a score of 1-0. Shots 4-2 in favor of the guests. Ball is down. Vancouver wants to make a quick recovery, shoots it in, but it looks like, oh, they managed to get in. They shoot it around the ice. 92 goes around with it, tries to shoot it out in front. He looks around, shoots it all the way back to the center ice. They slap it in, but the goalie turns that away. 89 with it for Vancouver, back at the red line. He looks around, gets it in for 92. Slaps it on goal, but it goes high and wide and around the boards. 89 shoots it into the corner for 92 again, but it's picked off. 27 tries to go in and get it. He's able to outmaneuver number 77. Vancouver looks around with it again. 92 trying to find a passing lane or a running lane. Gets it back to 18. Shoots it back to the red line. 92 behind the net with it. 74 for the Selects, trying to cut him off anywhere he can. Ball out in front. It bounces, but goes wide. Another shot in for Vancouver. Blockered away. The Selects move up with it. Number 20 looks around. Takes a shot. Easily saved by the goalie, Mr. Couture. Back to the red line. The Selects have control. They shoot it in. Oh, it was a pass, and it almost gets a shot off. He's tripped up slightly, but no call on the play. Shots are 5-2 in favor of the guests now. Both teams changing as Vancouver holds it in their corner. Around to number 39, who shoots it up for 19. He looks ahead to 71, bounces it off the wall. 71 is able to pick up, but he's in alone. He takes a shot, it goes wide into the corner. The Selects will pick up and get on the attack almost right away. They've got an odd man rush, 3-on-2. to take a shot with it. Oh, the goalie just barely hangs on for that one. Vancouver, in an attempt to get out, ices it. The Selects win another face-off. It goes back all the way to number 55, who slaps it in just wide. 16 picks it up, tries to get it in, but Couture covers up. The face-off will remain inside Vancouver's zone, but at least they're still only trailing by 1. Ball is dropped. Back to the defense for the Selects, but they try and ring it around, and Vancouver tries to take control. Number 4 is chased very vigorously by 13. They get it up, but it goes to number 71 for the Selects, who turns it around right away behind the net. 65 tries to cut it off, but it goes right out front to 19 and off the stick of 4 and into the far side corner. 12 gloves it down, shoots it around the ice for 4. 4 looks ahead. Up ahead to 67. 67 looks across, gets it to number 65, but it just hops over his stick. He can't get the shot off. In the corner now, Vancouver takes control. 55 tries to cut him off at any move he makes, and he's successful, ringing it around the boards, but it goes to number 12 for Vancouver, who turns it around, looks at number 77. He's trying to out-deke number 13, but he's sticking with him hard. He backhands it to the corner. 81 is there, but he gets taken down, and there is a call on the play. Looks like the Vancouver Falcons will get their first power play and the first power play of this game. The Select's not happy with that call, but they have no choice but to accept it, as it appears Dylan Kelly might be sitting down. No, it will be Derek Gingera, I believe. Gingera will sit for 2, and the first man advantage of this game and of the day goes to the Vancouver Falcons. But it doesn't matter much as Manitoba gets... Oh, it looks like there might have been a tripping call against Vancouver, prematurely ending their power play. But they get it back to number 65 at the red line, who passes it up. He's with it again. They're just trying to get their passing play going, trying to find the shooting lanes. But Manitoba, very patient, waiting for them to make any mistakes so they can shoot it up the ice. Vancouver tries to get it out in front, but it's turned away. 81 to 18. Back to 81. Shoots it up to 65. Cross to 12. Manitoba diligently blocking any shooting lanes they can find. Vancouver will have to get very creative with their passing. They get everyone bunched up in front. Maybe this is their shot. They shoot it across. It goes back to the blue line, back to the red line, but Vancouver stops it from going out. 65 with it, shoots it up to 18. Tries to get it across, but it's blocked. 65, 18. Back to 65. Looking for those shooting lanes, can't quite find one. Tries to take one anyway, and it goes up and back to 65. 12 shoots it in, over to 67. I don't think Vancouver has managed to get any shots on goal this power play. Back to 65, who gets the first shot on goal, but it's covered up by Pat Ross, and there's a fight breaking out in front of him as 2 Selects take a couple shots at 67, 87, who tries to get it in after Ross is covered up. Shots now 6-5 with just under 10 minutes to go in this opening period. Face off inside select zone. It goes their way as they get it around to number 55, but it goes wide, and it looks like it'll go all the way back to 3, but 44 cuts it off for the Falcons. Around for Manitoba. Oh, it looks like a stick got high on number 71, but no call on the play. Ball goes all the way back to Vancouver corner, and 21 cuts it off to try and kill the last 5 seconds of the penalty. Last chance for Vancouver to make anything happen, but it won't as Gingera gets out. Vancouver is now 1-0 on their power play. Ball goes around in the select zone, back to 92, gets it out in front. Vancouver gets a shot off, but it's saved. Select's trying to break free of their zone, but Vancouver holds on, getting it around. But 92 manages to stick handle some people. Vancouver takes a shot to get it in. It goes to the goalie, but he can't quite get a handle on it, and still out in anybody's control, honestly. Selects have it now, trying getting it up. But it looks like it will go for the no-touch icing. No, so close, but no. Number 3 has to touch up, so the Selects can't get control behind the Falcons' net. And now the Falcons ice it. So despite their best efforts, the face-off will come inside Vancouver's zone, and they will have to face what could be a very dangerous situation. They were playing very vigorously to keep it in Manitoba's zone to try and even up this game. Shots are even at 6, though. Unfortunately for Vancouver, Manitoba still leads 1-0. Ball is dropped. It goes around the boards. Manitoba gains control, shooting it out in front, but 81 bounces it out. Vancouver tries to get in. Manitoba is able to cut him off. Ball is in high contention right now as the Selects manage to wrest control from the Falcons, but it looks like the Falcons have regained control. Selects shoot it up. They get it ahead. Oh, almost a breakaway for number 8, but it's cut off. The Selects burst into Vancouver territory. 89's looking around, trying to find a place where he can go with it. He goes to the corner, turns, fires it on goal. It goes around to 70, off the goalie to 73, who now has to find a way to get a shooting lane for his team, and he does, getting it back to 44, shoots it in, but it's blocked away by the goalie. Falcons move up. Did they ice it? No, they just barely beat it. 67 touching up. But the Selects regain control, shooting it around, but it goes to Vancouver. Number 3 with it, shoots it in, off a couple players and stopped out in front. 67 takes a shot with it. Oh, a couple of crazy moves by Ross, who manages to keep that ball out. Vancouver changing a little bit behind the Selects net, trying to get a shot off, but they fan it, and it just trickles ahead to Ross, who's able to cover up for the whistle. Shots are 8-7, 6:44 left to go in this opening period. Vancouver still trailing by 1. Ball down. 3 takes shot with it, and he scores! This game is even off the face-off. 3 for the Vancouver Falcons. Shoots one in, gets the goal. We are tied at 1. Shots are tied at 8. It's a brand new game with 6:43 left to go in this opening period. Ball's dropped. Vancouver gets controlled, wanting to build on this momentum they've just created. 3, the goal scorer, back with it. They shoot it up, but it's off a glove, and Manitoba takes control. Ball goes down. Three again with control. Turns, tries to bring it around the boards, but he is being heavily guarded. He manages to get it out to his teammate, but now they're back behind their own net once again. No changes being made by either team. Manitoba just wants to cut off any passes they make. Vancouver shoots it off the boards, manages to get control, pass it across. Oh, 71 would have had a beautiful opportunity, but it just hops his stick, and he can't get a shot off. Vancouver around Manitoba's boards. The net has come off its moorings, and play is blown dead. It looks like they're ruling Vancouver knocked it off, so it will come outside the blue line. Ball down, contention, but Vancouver comes away with it. Backhands it in. No icing on this one as they were just over the line. Ball rings around the boards. 12 runs in. Tries to get it away from Manitoba. But Manitoba picks it up, shoots it around. Contention, and Vancouver has to run back for it. No icing on this one as 67 is blazing down the rink. Behind the net, shoots it up. Oh, and 19 beautifully gloves it down, takes control, looks for a shooting lane. He's running, looks for a pass, gets out in front, and it's off the goalie. What a great save by Couture to keep this game tied at 1. As for the first time, Vancouver appears to have a shooting lead, 9-8. Game tied at 1, 5 minutes to go. '89 off the wall. No icing as it goes off 81's stick as he hops it in so his team can change. Vancouver, oh, what a beautiful slap pass across. 12 can't finish, and this game is still tied at 1. Manitoba takes control, shoots it up, but Vancouver picks it off at center ice. 89 backhands it to his buddy. Number 4, the goal scorer. And Vancouver shoots it in and ices it. Face-off will come to their zone, but I believe they just changed, so hopefully this won't bite them. 4:37 left. Thank you for joining us again on YouTube live this, I would say beautiful morning, but it's a little blustery and otherwise beautiful British Columbia. Ball to the right of Couture. Face-off is done. Vancouver manages to come away with it. Falcons playing it behind their own net, looking for the passing lane. Pass it to the near side corner. Still looking for a way to get out of their zone. Just looking lazy with it up till now, till number 4 gets it, looks around, shoots it off the boards. 92 picks it up, but the Selects looks like they shoot it out. And the face-off will come in the neutral zone, but closer to their side than the Selects would like it, I'm betting. Number 8 is waved off, and the captain comes in for the Selects. They shoot it back. Their D takes control of it. The Vancouver Falcons are quickly on him to get it into the Selects territory. Shoots it around. 92 shoots it out in front. No one's there to take the shot, so the Selects will come away with it. They've got an odd man rush, 2-on-1 across. Not 89. Oh, I think that was off the post. They could have scored if they got it a little higher and a little to the left, but Couture did have his pad right there, ready to make the save. Selects turn, shoot, and it's off a stick, I believe, out in front, and someone is down in the corner for the Selects. Looks like a call against Vancouver. We shall see. Yes, 65 is heading to the box. There will be 2 minutes on the board for Vancouver. Maybe Manitoba will be able to make better use of this power play than Vancouver did with theirs. The Selects call their timeout. With 3:35, they've got the majority of time remaining in this period to make something happen on the power play. Timeout is over. The faceoff will be held on the near side corner in front of Couture. Ball is dropped. Vancouver able to get it down. Ross gets it off his stick, heads it up to 44, the captain for the Selects. Back to 89. They shoot it into the corner for Vancouver. Into Vancouver's corner, I should say. 89 tries to take control. Ball out to neutral ice. Vancouver tries to block it off, but 89 takes control. The Selects looking for the passing lanes now, trying to find that ever difficult to find shooting lane. Vancouver bunched up in front of the net. This might be exactly what they want, as they have been taking shots from far out. 44 does just that, shooting it wide, and it goes behind the net. Vancouver shoots it up, and oh my goodness, it came right in front of me. Hit some of the spectators here to my left, but they don't look too upset about it. Ball is back in play. Face-off coming to Vancouver zone once again to the left of Couture. Vancouver makes a change of their defenders. Minute 15 left to go in this power play. The Selects get it out in front, try and jam away at it, but it goes to the corner. They pick it up, pass it around to 89. Looks for the passing lane, has no one in the corner, sends it to neutral ice. They shoot it to the far side corner. 77 picks it up, tries to get it out, and he does. Ross runs out, tries to get it up to his team as fast as he can so they can use every second they have on this power play. 89 roll. Gets it up off the wall. Oh, a dangerous left. No goal because once again, Couture's helmet came off before the shot was taken. Vancouver wins the faceoff, shoots it down the ice. Ross comes out. Oh, and they are doing a big forecheck. 27 looked like he was ready to challenge, but Ross shoots it around to their captain. Takes it to center ice, crosses the red line, shoots it in. Back to 89, shoots it up to 19. Back to 19. Vancouver takes control, but it's back to 44, who shoots it into the corner. 16 picks it up for his team. Gets it around to 27 for the Selects. 27 looks for a passing lane, can't quite find one, so he runs around the net. Looks like he might try and wrap, but he's cut off by the number 3. And as the penalty comes to an end, Couture covers up. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play this game, with just under a minute and 40 seconds left to go in this opening period. Shots are 11-10 in favor of the home Vancouver Falcons. Manitoba had perhaps the best opportunity to make it 2-1, but Couture's helmet came off, costing them their opportunity. Ball is tied up on the faceoff. Vancouver comes away with it. Number 4 now going up. He's able to cross the red line, shoots it in. Number 19 goes to the corner, but Ross shoots it around for number 90. Number 90 for the Select, shoots it out to 23. 23 looks around with it, doesn't have a clear passing lane, so he waits, fires it down the ice, and they avoid the icing. Number 39 in, across to 47, but the pass is behind him. 47 shoots it around the boards. Oh, and the Vancouver player is taken down. A penalty against the Selects, and Vancouver will close this period with their second power play of the morning. Is a holding penalty against number 39 of the Selects. And As someone who's just a few feet away, it definitely looks dirty. A Vancouver player was taken down. He wasn't allowed to get up, and now the Selects will pay the price for that play. Ball is dropped, face-off is blown off, and they will take a second shot. Ball down, the Selects come away with it, get it back to their zone. They will shoot it, but it goes off a stick for 81. He tries to take control, but the Selects are able to get it up to number 20, who tries to make something happen short-handed, but 65 cuts him off. 50 seconds left in the period. Vancouver will want to do everything within their power to go into the second period with the advantage. Raw shoots it into the corner. It goes up and into the rafters. The faceoff will stay inside Manitoba's zone, and Vancouver might have a golden opportunity to make this game 2-1 for them. With 36.9 seconds left to go, shots are 11-10 in favor of Vancouver, who have the power play. Ball is down. Manitoba comes away with it. Looks like they will try and kill off time, and they do get to shoot it down off the goalie, who might cover it. No, he shoots it off to number 65. 65 looks ahead, passes it across to his partner. Number 12 looking around. He might just jog it in. He jogs across the red line, shoots it in, goes just wide of the goalie. Manitoba with a breakaway. No! 20 can't get a handle on it. Loses the best breakaway opportunity of the game so far. Vancouver tries to come in with it, but 81 is taken down. Manitoba shoots it up. 1 second left to go, and this period will end tied at 1. Shots tied at 11. 53 seconds left in the power play for Vancouver, and we will rejoin you in just 3 minutes. Stay tuned. Hockey fans, during this 3-minute intermission, we will do our best to get that stream from Rink 2 up and going and as best as possible. Still experiencing some technical difficulties, but I think now we have some video coming out of there, and we're going to do our best over the next 2 minutes to try and make the video quality as best as it can for you, the viewer. The ball is dropped. Manitoba now taking control of it early. Getting it back to their zone. 50 seconds left in their penalty kill. Vancouver takes control at the red line. Once again, looking for those passing plays. Number 3 looks across, passes it back to 89 at the blue line now. He's inching his way forward, tries to shoot it in. Manitoba blocks it and shoots it out. Will that be a delay of game? No, it won't. Face off back inside their zone. 32 seconds left in the man advantage for Vancouver. Shots tied at 11 to begin this period. Game tied at 1. Vancouver has 30 seconds to make it 2-1 on the power play. Back to number 44, looks across. 89 slaps it in and it's off the pad of Ross, sorry. Couture. Up to 89, just 15 seconds left on this power play. 89 shoots it in deep. 92 rings it around the boards back to 89. He will try and hold it in. Oh, and it will go down all the way, and it looks like no luck for anyone so far on the power play tonight as the select player steps out, and we are back to even strength hockey. Number 3 shoots it up, center ice. Vancouver gets it up to number 14, slaps it in, off of the goalie, wide into the corner. No rebound opportunity on that one, but Vancouver was most definitely looking for one. 92 looks around with it, bobbles it, and goes up to number 44, who shoots it in. 89 running for it, but 65 cuts him off. 4 for Vancouver, picks it up again. Vancouver at the red line with an odd man rush, 3-on-2. 55 cuts it off and uses the bounciness of that ball to get it out of Vancouver's control, allow his team to get back and defend, so Vancouver will not have an easy shooting opportunity. Vancouver still with control, however. They shoot it in, but 44 sliding, blocks it off his heel. 44 with the ball now, shoots it back to number 55. 55 across to his other select player. The selects are able to get it in, but Vancouver looks to be taking control as they make a change. 4 up to 92. Vancouver will be looking for a change soon as well. These players have been out for a while, and the selects are on a bunch of fresh heels. Yes, Vancouver, in fact, is now going for their change. The selects playing with it in their own end, looking for the passing lane. Gets it up to 73. 73, across the red line. Dumps it in, behind the net. Number 3 for Vancouver tries to get it out of his zone. He falls, tries to get up to 67, who's able to take control. Rings it around the boards. 77 for Vancouver, spins with it, trying to get away from the select player chasing him. 44 dumps it all the way down, and that will go for icing. Face off inside Vancouver zone. 17 minutes to go in this second period. Game still tied at 1. Shots 13-11 in favor of the Vancouver Falcons. Face off to the right of Couture. Ball is down. Vancouver wins it back to 44. 44 looks around, stops, looks up ahead, gets it to 67, who tries to get it up to number 12. The selects take control of it, shoot it down, and that is not icing. It went off a stick at center ice, apparently. 67 with it now. Turns, looks up, enters the Manitoba zone with it, gets it around. Ross passes it out to his player. The selects looking for the passing opportunity. Off his stick, out to center ice, 2-on-1. 4 cuts it off, but it looks like 16 might be able to take control of it for Manitoba. Shoots it around. Number 20 has it now for Manitoba. Gets it all the way back, and they shoot, they score! 27 may have ended on his belly, but he got the ball to the back of the net, and that's all that counts in the game of ball hockey. Score now 2-1 for Manitoba as they take a lead nearly 4 minutes into the second period. 16-14 to go. Shots 13-12 for Manitoba, for Vancouver, but Manitoba has taken a lead early in the second. Ball bounces high in the air. Manitoba with control. Trying to get it around to number 27, the goal scorer, who jumps and puts a Vancouver player in a headlock, but no call. Looks like number 65 for Vancouver, who had his arms wrapped around his head, was not very happy about that. Number 27 is named Shaq Morristy, so that was maybe a little bit of Shaq Fu from the player there. 27 takes a shot with it, trying to look for a second goal on the night, but Couture is able to glove it, hold it, get the whistle, and both teams change their lineups. Ball is dropped, they get it back. Vancouver shoots it up the ice. It's stopped at their blue line by number 19 of the Falcons. They get it around. 71 for Vancouver. Looks, he has it in the corner looking for a friendly player. Can't quite find one, so he takes it around the boards himself, but number 3 comes in for him. They get it back around to number 19. Playing with it behind the net of the Manitoba Selects, trying to get out in front, get that shooting opportunity. They don't quite find one, so they try and pass it out front, but it's blocked off by the Manitoba players who shoot it off the boards up to center ice, who almost are able to get control, but that bouncy ball is a treacherous one as Vancouver regains control in their zone. Number 3, the goal scorer for Vancouver, shoots it up. He can't quite get it to a friendly player. The Selects get it in, gloved down by 47. Slap passes it out in front, and they take a shot off of it, but it's high and wide and in the webbing, so the play is blown down. Both teams changing their lines again. Looks like the face-off will remain inside Vancouver's zone. Ball is dropped. Vancouver gets control in their zone. Looking for a friendly jersey to pass it up to. Can't quite find one, so he runs with it, trying to let his players create space. 44 back behind Vancouver's net. Looking up ahead. Can't quite see anyone. He's waiting for players to move out of position. Shoots it up to 67, who tries to get in alone, but Manitoba player stays with him, and he can't get control. They shoot it up. Oh, Vancouver had a one-on-one opportunity almost, but the ball is bobbled on the stick of number 19, who's looking around with it now, trying to avoid getting the ball taken away. I'm sorry, that was number 12 with the ball now. He takes a shot, and it's off the Manitoba player's leg. Manitoba regains control. 44 shoots it up. Number 89, one-on-one. Takes a shot. Saved by Couture. Tries to get it out. Couture is out of position, but he gets back in before Manitoba can get another shot off. Ball bounces off a Vancouver player, and Couture covers it up to slow this game down, hopefully taking the wind out of Manitoba sails, who looked close to making this game 3-1. Shots 14-3 in favor of Manitoba now. The score 2-1 also in their favor, but Couture could have just stopped them from building the momentum they need to double their lead to 2 points over the Vancouver Falcons. Ball down. Jostling for control, but Manitoba looks to have come away with it. They run back to the blue line with it. Take a shot with it, and it's high and into the webbing. The ref rules it's off a stick, so the face-off stays inside Vancouver's zone. Ball is dropped. Vancouver takes control, runs ahead with it, gets it across to number 92. 92 shoots it in. They call for icing, but they were over the line, so no icing on the play. Manitoba behind their net looking for a passing opportunity. Can't quite find one, so they hold on to it. As number 13 creates space for himself. 76 behind his own net, runs up with it. Vancouver takes control, tries to get a passing off. Vancouver still with control. Pass waits. Oh! 92 with a slap opportunity on goal. Shoots it over the goalie's head into the webbing. Play is blown dead, and it looks like the faceoff will come outside the Manitoba zone. Again, our apologies for the stream opportunity. Experiencing some technical difficulties with both games. We have people working on it right now to get you the best streaming quality possible. Manitoba comes away with it off the faceoff. Gloves it forward, gets it across. This might go for icing. No touch icing does not come into play. Vancouver with control, shoots it up. Vancouver with 2 men in, but Manitoba with 4 defenders. Manitoba working very hard to stop anything from happening for Vancouver, trying to hold on to this lead. Vancouver gets it all the way back, slaps it in, off a player out in front and behind the net. Vancouver comes away with control. They shoot it back to the red line, and it hops a stick and it's out. Vancouver will have to get their players back to re-enter the zone. Vancouver shoots it past the red line, but Manitoba takes it away. Shoots it in, but I believe is ruled offside. Yes, they were in fact offside, and the face-off will come just outside their zone. Vancouver very, very eager to even up this game. 12-12 left in the second. Vancouver does come away with it. They slap it in. It goes behind the net. Manitoba trying to get that ball corralled, but Vancouver takes advantage of it and gets in alone on the goalie. Shoots it in, but it is a easy save for Ross, who covers up for the whistle. Face off to Ross's right. It looks like Manitoba has come away with it, but Vancouver doing everything they can to regain control. Ball is ruled good in play by the refs. Vancouver player spinning with it, looking for a passing lane, but the Manitoba players are on him. They get it around, try and get it out. It doesn't cross the red line as Vancouver is able to corral it thanks to number 77, who gets it behind Manitoba's net again. Vancouver with control, tries spin pass around the net. 39 with it now for Vancouver. In the corner, sewn in by the Manitoba players. He's got a friend there trying to dig the ball out for his team. But now he is sewn into the corner, but he's able to spin, get around. The ball hops a couple player sticks, and Manitoba is now with it. Vancouver gets it back, but it immediately bobbles to Manitoba. 89 runs up with it, gets in for Manitoba, shoots it across to 44. 44 slaps, and it's into the glove of Mr. Couture, who is very grateful he had the positioning on that one. Otherwise, Manitoba could have doubled their lead to 3-1. Faceoff will remain inside Vancouver's zone as it was gloved down by Couture, and it will come out to his right. Exactly 11 minutes to go in this period. Looks like the Selects are very eager to double their lead, but of course, with a score this close, both teams are very hungry to add to their goal totals. Ball comes out to center. The Vancouver player alone there has it picked off. Manitoba with control, tries to shoot it in on Couture. Oh, players have lost a stick. Looks like 81 and 76 doing a little bit of chirping, getting into it. This game is getting heated. Ball is dropped. Manitoba takes control in Vancouver's zone, looking for the passing lane. Two players are on him, trying to get that ball deep into Manitoba's zone. Oh! Off a pad or off the bar. Either way, that was just wide for the Manitoba Selects as Vancouver rings it around to number 14. Number 14 bounces it out. It won't go for icing, but it looks like the Vancouver players are forechecking hard halfway through the second period, and that means officially halfway through this game. Vancouver backhands it, but a Manitoba player slides and blocks it expertly. Vancouver back to the blue line, shoots it in, and it looks like it was off a stick and into the webbing, but it appears the refs ruled otherwise, and the faceoff will come outside the Manitoba zone. Manitoba, for what it's worth, looked like they came with control, but the ball was bouncing so much it was hard to tell. Vancouver now with it behind their goal. Number 4 looking for a safe passing lane, passes it behind his goal. Vancouver will stay with it behind there, looking for a passing lane up. They bounce it high, off a player's glove, and almost into Manitoba territory, but Manitoba is able to bat it away, shoot it behind the net. It's off a player's stick, so no icing. Manitoba back with control behind the goal. Ball goes down. Players run around with it. Manitoba with control. Backhands it up over the net. Couture gets into position. Looks like a tripping call against number 65 as he looks fairly disappointed. Let's see who heads to the box though. Yes, indeed, it is a penalty against Vancouver as number 71 heads to the box. Another power play opportunity for the Manitoba Selects. Let's see if anything comes of it this time, as no one has been able to capitalize on a man advantage so far this game. Vancouver looks more hungry to score a shorthanded goal than they are to clear it as they play with it in their zone, and it looks like another penalty has been called as the ref's arm is raised. Slashing call. And now we are back to even hockey, but it will be 4-on-4 as number 27, the second goal scorer for Manitoba, heads to the box. Four minutes, a double minor against number 27. So even though we are at even hockey for the next minute 47, Vancouver will theoretically have a serious amount of power play time at the end of that minute 47. A lot more space on the rink now. 44 looks around with it, trying to find a friendly player. Pass it up to 67 for Vancouver. Off the leg of number 12, who runs in with it, trying to get control. He's almost able to. Oh, backhands it on goal. Stick is broken in front of the goaltender. Looks like there's a player without a stick for Manitoba. He steps on the ball, tries to defend without a stick. He's able to get off now, change to someone with all their equipment intact, as Manitoba breaks into Vancouver's zone. 4-on-4 still. Number 19 backhands it up. Goes over to number 89. 89 over to 19 for Manitoba. He slaps it in off the blocker of Couture. Manitoba regains control, spins with it. And the net is off. Looks like the faceoff will come to the left of Couture. And after the face-off, it looks like Vancouver might have control with it. Manitoba comes away with it, backhands it, and it's kicked aside by Couture. Manitoba still with control, looking to get a shooting lane. 30 seconds left in the Falcons' penalty. They look to be capitalized before their power play can begin, but Manitoba takes it away. Manitoba looking ahead as they're being chased by the Falcons. They shoot it in. One-timer attempt goes wide or off the pad of Couture. Manitoba managed to hold control of it. Vancouver players get patient and sew him into the corner. Back to the red line. Looking for a passing lane or a slap shot. They will shoot it high. Oh, it's gloved down by a Manitoba player. Two shoots and goes wide. Looks like the net is off again, and the face-off will come outside of the Vancouver zone. Vancouver's penalty has officially ended, so they have a power play for the next 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Still, no one able to score on special teams of any kind so far this game. Ball is dropped. Vancouver comes away with control. Back to number 18, who looks ahead. 18 starts jogging up, passes the red line, shoots it into the back corner. 67 looks to be trying to get it. Player falls down. Manitoba bench wants a call on that play, but none will come. But it looks like they're about to get their first breakaway opportunity. No, as Vancouver is able to cut off their run and their pass. But 90 in alone. Tries to backhand it, but Couture is able to stay with him and cover up. An excellent shorthanded opportunity for Manitoba, but they are not able to do anything with it as Couture covers up for the whistle with 1 minute and 39 seconds left in Vancouver's power play. Shots are 20-15 in favor of... Oh, it looks like Vancouver's penalty or power play is over as they have taken a penalty for hooking. Back to 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute and 39 as Vancouver only gets 2 minutes, which means at the end of that 2 minutes, Manitoba will come away with a 39-second penalty for power play. Vancouver has control in this second 4-on-4 opportunity. Ball goes around behind the net. Manitoba looks to pick up, but Vancouver is right there to try and contest. Manitoba does take control, shoots it all the way down, and this one will go for icing. Even though the Manitoba player had Vancouver beat, he couldn't beat the ball to the red line, and it is going for icing, which means the face-off will come back to Manitoba zone. Vancouver will get a change if they want, but it looks like they won't, as they will try and even this game up with the 4-on-4 opportunity. Vancouver wins the faceoff. 3 takes the slap shot, and it's off the goalie's stick. Vancouver gets control with it again. Shoots it in, off the backboards and out in front of the goalie. They shoot it off to the side, but Manitoba is able to take control. Number 55 backhands it down the ice, and this will not go for icing. No icing on that one, as 3 is able to run back for it and get it for Vancouver. 3 looking around with it now, up to 71. 71 across to 65 for Vancouver. 65 looking up. 16 right on him. He tries to pass it across, but fans on the pass attempt. And 71 almost away with it, up to 27, who is stitched into the corner by number 90 of Manitoba. Vancouver comes away with it. 89 gets in, but his stick is knocked out of the hands of a Manitoba player as it's taken away from number 89. 13 in with it for Manitoba. Turns with it. Back to 76. 76 winds up, fires, and it's off the leg of number 71. 27 up with it now for Vancouver. In one-on-one. Oh, and he's pushed down in front of the goalie. Doesn't get a shot opportunity. And Manitoba now with the short-lived power play against Vancouver. 89 in with it. Block backhanded down the ice. No icing as Vancouver is now on the penalty kill. 73 looks ahead with it. Vancouver's player is now out. He gets it out of the box, looks around with it, takes a shot, goes wide, across the ice. Vancouver still with control as number 12 picks it up in the corner. Shoots it out in front, and they can't get a shot off. Back off the backboards. 12 looking for control again, gloves it up, punches it to the side. He picks it up in the corner, but he's sewn in by a Manitoba player. Gets it out to his Vancouver player. Gets it out in front of the net. Backhand. Shoots wide. Manitoba, odd man rush. 2-on-1. Number 44 will have to defend against two players, and he does, getting his stick in and bouncing that puck high and wide so Manitoba cannot get the shot off. Vancouver shoots it down, and it goes for icing as number 12 struggled to try and hit it off his stick so his team could change, but they won't get it as it went for icing. Ball is dropped. Manitoba comes away with it, shoots it in on goal, gets another shot, and they score! They know what they've just done. They've added another nail to they've added another goal to their total, making it 3-1, doubling their score, courtesy of number 27 and a second goal of the night off a tap-in rebound. 3:25 left to go in the lead in shots, 21-17. Ball hits the rink, and Vancouver comes away with it, looking to cut that lead in half as fast as they can. Ball is up in the air, hits the ground, and is gloved away by a Vancouver player who shoots it in off of the Manitoba goalie, who plays it to the side. Manitoba comes away with it, looks up the ice, shoots it, but Vancouver gets control, takes a shot on goal, and it goes just wide. 27 tries to come away with it, out to a Vancouver player out in front. He looks for a passing lane, looks for a shooting lane. They can't get it. The goalie is able to cover up as the Manitoba players do everything they can to stop Vancouver sticks from hitting that ball. Face off to the left of Ross as Vancouver looks to take control early. Manitoba wins the face-off, shoots it up the ice, gloved down by a Vancouver player. Number 65 gets it in. He keeps control of it, shoots out in front, but they can't get the shot off. Number 4 tries to slap it in to maintain control, but Manitoba player and back into the Vancouver territory. 4 plays it, runs up with it, crosses the red line, shoots it in, past the Manitoba goaltender who covers for the whistle, meaning the face-off will come to his right, and Vancouver has another opportunity to win a face-off and score a goal like they did back in the first period. Not much ball luck with them since then, so maybe they'll try and emulate that success by winning the face-off back to their D-men, slapping it right in. Ball is down. Vancouver does get control with it, but it's into the equipment of the Manitoba player who holds onto it for another whistle. Ball is down. Vancouver gets control of it in the corner. Looking for a passing lane to get a one-timer off. Shoots it out in front. Too many players there. No one can get control of it, so it bounces harmlessly away. Manitoba shoots it down the ice. Couture comes out, shoots it to his player, but Manitoba is right there to take control. Number 13 with it for Manitoba. Looks around, shoots it in, and it's off the goalie's stick and to the side. 19 with it, trying to fight for control. Manitoba takes control, shoots it up, but Vancouver cuts off the pass. 92 is in. Shoots it across 67 who take a shot, and it's off the blocker and into the mesh. Another face-off inside the Manitoba zone with 1:36 left to go. If Vancouver wants to go into the intermission with less than a 2 deficit, they're going to have to act quick. Ball is dropped and the play is blown dead very quickly as it looks like the ball went up into the mesh, but the face-off will remain to the right of Ross. Vancouver wins the face-off. 12 gloves it down, takes a shot right away, but it's into the crest of Ross, who waits for the whistle. 1:31 left to go. This game ticking down in increments as the whistle blows every 3 seconds on the last few plays. '18 looks around. Ball dropped. Vancouver wins it. Slap shot right away. Vancouver with control. The net is nudged a little bit. The play is still live, though, as Vancouver gets it out in front. Manitoba comes away with it, looks up ahead, tries to pass it, but he decides to run with it instead. Their captain tries, but 44 for Vancouver cuts it off, turns with it. Number 12 shoots it in, gloved by Ross, and the faceoff will once again come outside inside the Manitoba zone, which has to be, I imagine, exactly what Vancouver wants to try and generate something. .110 left to go. The ball is dropped. Vancouver comes away with it. 67 in the corner for Vancouver, trying to fight for control. Vancouver comes away with it again. Shoots it, but it's cut off. Vancouver gets it back to the red line. 44 slaps it in. Off some players out in front. Less than a minute left to go in this game. 67 looks with it. Gets it back to the red line. Shoots it into the corner. 44 for Vancouver runs around, picks it up. 39 turns with it now. Ball goes down the ice. Vancouver gets it into the corner with 20 seconds left to go. Fighting hard to make something happen for their team in the dying seconds of this period. 74 with it for Manitoba now. Gets it into Vancouver territory, but Vancouver turns it around. 77 for Vancouver now, running up. 5 seconds to go, 4 seconds to go. He'll want to shoot as fast as he can, but he won't be able to as this period ends. 3-1 for Manitoba. Shots tied at 21. We will rejoin you in 3 minutes.